Hi guys, this is a quick tutorial to show you how to just check that your website is compatible with small screens. So small screens being anything from a laptop, a tablet, to a phone, and the various sizes of a phone. So on my website, I have a slightly different version of the the homepage and various pages of my website, just to make sure that it is as branded and as readable and giving the best experience possible to anybody who visits my site, no matter what device they're on. So I'm just on my homepage here, and I'm using the Chrome browser. So Chrome being one of the most popular browsers out there. And with Chrome, there is an inspect tool that you can use, like it's just part of the browser. So you can go to the three little dots up here at the top right, and I think it's more tools, and then you go to developer tools, and it'll jump into this little mode. So if you didn't want to go through all that, if you're on a Mac, you can go Command Option I, which is the shortcut that I use. So now you'll see each time you look at it in this view, you have a little drop down menu here. So first of all, I'm going to look at responsive. So that could be like a small screen. Responsive just means it responds to the size of the screen the person is browsing in. So you can see that it's jumping around there a little bit. So responsive, and then I'm going to go to a Galaxy S5. It'll go through the most common screen sizes. So you can see that I've got a different kind of background image here, and I'm just checking to see if none of the text looks a bit weird, if it's still all readable, the buttons aren't too small, everything's still working, the animations don't look strange, or it's not taking too long to load. And I'll just go through the main ones. So there's like the Pixel, which is a little bit of a larger screen. I kind of like that because it's showing the image a little bit more. And then I'll just go through the various like iPhones. That's one of the older iPhones now. My site looks slightly different on that. We don't get any of the image, but I'm not going to lose any sleep about it. Like the layout still looks okay. And the other iPhones, they just have variously like slightly different screen sizes, and it means that your text looks slightly different, your images behave slightly differently, and you just want to make sure that they're still getting a good experience on each of those. Then you can get into iPad Pro, just to make sure that, like here, I mean, it's just a little bit like the text is like overlapping some of the image a little bit, which like would kind of bother me, but it's not so bad that I need to kind of spend a load of time on it. So that is the inspect tool on Chrome. Now there are various different versions of this for Firefox, Safari, or whatever browser you use, but there's usually always a developer tool within Chrome. You just go Command Option I think it's Command Shift I on a PC. But that's basically how you can check it. And what I would recommend doing is just go through the main pages of your site, just to make sure that the images and the text are playing nicely together. Nothing accidentally got shoved to the side, which happened to me recently. I didn't even realize it until somebody emailed me. Just to make sure that everything looks as good on the various screen sizes as it would on like the desktop that you maybe created it on. So the other thing to check would be your blog posts, and then to make sure, I'm just going to go back into it now because I have my main call to action is to get my freebie. So I'm just going to go into my freebie page. So it's bringing me over into a new tab. I'm just going to inspect that as well, because this is a page that's hosted by MailChimp. Just want to make sure that everything looks fine there. Now there is like the word is broken into here. So that's something that I'm going to have to fix. So it doesn't look great if there's words like is, a 2-letter word, broken up, and it just can kind of make a difference between looking really professional or not. The main part of it is, though, that it's readable. Like, don't get too caught up into things looking like perfect, because when you go through it regularly, you'll be able to make these small changes as you go forward. Okay, that's it for me.